Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. Remember, these readings won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you as always. So let's see what we have for you for October, November and December 2022. So Sagittarius, what I have done, I have taken your yearly 2022 tarot reading and I have pulled out the relevant cards. In October we have the Six of Wands, November we have the Ten of Wands, and in December we have the King of Pentacles. So let's see what we have for you. We're going to pull some additional cards. We will look at the overarching themes by month. But we will also go into some of the cards where I see where I'm getting some messages, because we're not one-dimensional. A lot can happen in a month, even 3 months, and the cards can pick up in different areas of our lives. So let's see what we have for the next 3 months for Sagittarius. Thank you. 2 cards have come out. So we have the Hanged Man. We have the Moon, and we have the Six of Swords. Let's have a look at November for Sagittarius. We have Temperance, the Knight of Cups, and we have the Two of Swords. And let's have a look at December for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. I think your cards have fallen out, or 2 of them at least. We have the Three of Wands, Page of Cups, and your last card, Sagittarius, we have the Ten of Wands. So 2 Ten of Wands could relate to this month. It might well be these months are kind of related here, but not always. You know, a lot can happen, like I said, in a month. So let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. And we're going to start with October. There is a message that I'm getting quite strongly for some of you. I mean, there could well be a common theme with the Hanged Man being here across the next 3 months, so we will pull that out. So let's have a look at October for you. So the Six of Wands is somebody who is victorious, successful, because they've overcome a challenge. So this can be very good, Sagittarius, in terms of claiming a victory, a significant achievement this month, and feeling pretty proud of yourself, because the fire energy is very empowering. Even in our energy, we feel good about it. We feel like we're achieving. We feel like we're getting somewhere. We feel progress with the fire energy, and you're a fire sign. So this is the energy here of you might claim some significant achievement this month. Now, it can lend itself very good in terms of claiming a victory or a success in certain areas of our lives. That could be legal, that could be over something that challenges us. It can also be very good in terms of business and career, the Six of Wands. So there may well be some significant achievements here. The Six of Wands can be linked with promotions as well. So it can be linked with that kind of energy. Now, in relationship terms, Sagittarius, this card indicates, can we just move on and put it behind us? You might be thinking, can I move on? This is the energy here where you might, whether you have moved on before in a relationship and put difficulty behind you, and you've healed and put, you know, challenges behind you in a relationship. I mean, this could be with a friendship also, or a family member. Could even be a work thing. Oh, well, can we just put it behind us and move on like we have done before? We don't need to dwell on this, do we? Can we just heal, move on and get back on track? This might well be the energy where you're thinking, well, can I do that? Do I want to do that again? because the hangman is here. So in terms of relationships here, Sagittarius, this is somebody who might be looking at things from a different perspective. And you might be assessing things where before you've moved on, but this is a still energy. So certainly with this energy, this is, well, I'm going to wait and see whether I do want to move on. I just need to assess the situation a little bit longer in terms of what conclusion I come to now, because I don't know if this is for me. It might well be you've been challenged one too many times and you just can't sweep it under the carpet again. This is the energy here where actually I'm not going to do anything right now. We're just going to see how it goes. I'm going to take my time to assess the situation and let things play out and come to my own conclusion. So there's a strong energy here of the jury's out right now. That is the energy here. Because the moon card can be that you have history with somebody, and it might well be, this could be repeating history as well. And the moon card is uncertainty, doubt, lack of clarity. It is that kind of deceptive energy, the moon, where not everything is clear and we're not sure, we're uncertain. There's fears, there's uncertainty with the moon because we're not completely clear. However, intuitively, we have a strong pull in a particular direction. So this is about trusting your instinct and just allowing yourself that stillness, not agreeing to anything right now, but allowing yourself to process and assess the situation in terms of moving forward and how you move forward. So that is the energy here quite strongly, Sagittarius, because the Six of Swords in relationships can be about healing, putting the worst behind you and moving to better times. It doesn't mean that everything's okay overnight. It's going to be a process. It's going to take some work. But slowly but surely you move away from the source of the issue. That is the message with the Six of Swords. But you can see there's two sixes either end of the month of October. And the key thing is someone isn't sure which direction they want to go or whether they can heal something. So this is you might well find yourself assessing your situation in October, Sagittarius. That's what I'm getting strongly for some of you. Now, in other areas, the Hangman represents that there may well be a victory coming your way, but it might well be there may well be some patience that's needed. Again, the Moon card can be, I just have to surrender and trust. Things are beyond my control right now, and both of these cards are very much about surrendering to a higher power. It can be that kind of energy, because this is the energy here of you want to put difficulty behind you for whatever reason. The Six of Swords is moving away from difficulty, moving away from challenges. So this is the energy here where you just have to surrender and trust. That is the message. Other messages, Sagittarius, this could be a health issue. This could well be, I don't know if I've conquered, or it could be you or somebody close to you. Have we conquered and put behind this health issue? Because again, the Six of Swords can be about healing and health and the worst being behind you and moving to better times. But there's a feeling here you just have to wait for things to play out. Things are only moving at a certain pace in October, and it might well be that you're just in that energy of, well, let's just surrender, let's just move with the flow of how things are moving and see how things go. So this is that kind of energy. And like I said, this is a very good achievement in terms of money, career, finances, Sagittarius. With the Hanged Man energy and the Moon energy and the Six of Swords, there is a feeling here, there is achievement coming your way, but there may well be a period of waiting. So again, putting the worst behind you, moving forward. And you know, the Six of Swords can be about moving from A to B. It can be about moving home or property as well. It can be linked with travel. So you could be doing some travel this month. But this can also be moving from what was to what will be in terms of career. So there could well be some changes that you're making and you're just waiting for them to play out. The cards do show that they are gonna shift, they are gonna move, but there may well be a period of waiting where you just have to surrender and let things move in their own direction. You know, that is the energy here. So that's the message that I have for you for October. just seeing if I'm getting anything else. I think that's pretty much what I needed to say. So we're looking at November now, Sagittarius. So we have Sagittarian energy with the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is your card. It is the card of Sagittarius, Saturn in Sagittarius. So this is where you are reaching the end destination here, because the Ten of Wands is you have an opportunity to release from a burden. This is, I can't do this anymore, I can't carry this weight, I can't take this kind of pressure, this kind of responsibility, this kind of experience. That's become more and more of a thing. I just want to be free of it. So you might be experiencing that kind of energies. And that's more if it's to do with a relationship. For some of you, the Temperance card can be about finding a way through this. Is the energy here. It can be, for me as a reader, coming to some decision in terms of how you restore balance. It might well be, certainly with that Two of Swords, deciding what you want and weighing things up in terms of what you want and what you don't want here. The Two of Swords is the energy here, Sagittarius, of somebody who needs to make a difficult decision and they're weighing it up. Either they don't have the information that they need, or it's a difficult thing to look at. They don't want to look at that. They don't really want to be in this position. They don't really want to make this decision. You know, that is the energy with the Two of Swords a lot of the time. But you can see the moon in the top right hand corner. This is a card for me as a reader where you have to think less, feel more in November. And it's to do with somebody reaching out and offering you something. Now this can be in terms of apologies, an offer to start over in terms of love, wanting to bring positive change in relationships. This can be friend, family member, love, romance. It can be, can we get balance back? Can we find a way through this? And this is the energy here of, you know that there's some decision to make, some clear decision or choice for you to make. With that theme, Sagittarius, because if it is relationships, I just want to move down here. You might be dealing with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is generally quite stable and secure and reliable. So this is somebody, and it's not necessarily just an earth sign. This can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It can be the energy of the card, male or female, with any sign. Anybody can manifest as, you know, a different suit. So this can be with the King of Pentacles. It's somebody who is saying that they're going to be solid and stable and secure for you. So that's what they're offering here, because this again is a heartfelt message, and it's to do with releasing away a burden. I'm going to change, I'll do better, I'll do X, Y, Z. You know, this is the energy here. With the Three of Wands, it's fire energy. Three of Wands can, interestingly enough, be about your ships coming in, but it can also be about that ship has sailed. I feel that you'll be coming to some kind of conclusion in December on how to release that weight, that burden, that pressure. That is the energy here, if it's to do with a relationship of some kind. It can also be something that affects a relationship as well, because this could be, you know, a work situation or another area of your life that's become so much of a burden that you just want to be free of it. That can be the energy here. So let's go into the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, I've kind of gone on about the burden here. This can also be for you, Sagittarius, in December, that you actually maybe, so in November to December, I would say, because it's here again, so it could be relating to those months, that you managed to get to the end of your destination. And there's a success. You've achieved what you set out to achieve. So for some of you, this could be an energy here where what you set out to achieve, you finally get to that end destination and you can release from the burden, the pressure, the responsibility. That is the energy. Now that could be a health area. It could be a life area. It can be work, you know, it could well be work. I finally achieved the goal that I wanted to, and I can release from this pressure. especially for some of you, if you've been waiting for maybe something new to come in for you and you wanted to release and move from your current job or current circumstances this month, or it can, obviously, if these two are related, the next 2 months, represent that a weight is going to be lifted for you. This 10 of Wands, if it's a work thing, you might have to drive, you might be tired of driving 2 hours to work, 2 hours home. The commute might be absolutely crippling you. This is the energy here. It can be the environment or the experience that you endure. It's become too much of a thing and you want change. This is the opportunity to put down those wands and exchange them for something else. So this is the energy here where you bring change to your circumstances in some way. It can be by achieving an end result. The 10 of Wands can also be a lot of hard work. So a lot of hard work. Something has been tiring and exhausting and a lot of hard work. Now, again, this can represent being put on, over-delegated, doing other people's work, taking too much responsibility on. This is that kind of energy. The other thing that I want to say about this, Sagittarius, is if you're being responsible to people in November and potentially December, if you're being dutiful, for example, if you're taking care of yourself, you're working hard, you're providing for yourself, potentially others as well, and then you have to go and take care of somebody, for example, because they're poorly, or you have to go and you do everything for everybody for whatever reason. This is where you have an opportunity to say no. It might well be in I'd say November to December. You have an opportunity to say, actually, I can't do any more work. Or actually, can we share some of this burden between the family if, it's a family matter? For others of you, it might well be, can we share some of this burden if it's another area of your life? If you feel that you're doing everything for everyone and you're being put on and you're taking too much on, then this might be where you start saying, no, enough is enough, things have to change here. And that's the energy of temperance as well. It's all about getting balance back in our life. That could be a work-life balance. It could also be where you're being dutiful and responsible and you're wanting to get balance back in some way. This is the energy here of, how do I get balance back? What do I have to do to bring change to my circumstances, and making some clear choices by being in your truth. This is a very spiritually truthful energy. So that is what I'm getting here quite strongly. So the Knight of Cups, it might well be for some of you that you have an offer coming your way. Now, the Knight of Cups can be very good in terms of an offer that brings joy. Very simply. It can be good in creative opportunities, in particular, something that's very close to your heart. Now, creative industries can be publishing, writing, media entertainment, arts, culture. So the Knight of Cups could be some offer on that basis. It can also be, Sagittarius, lesser things like an invitation to amateur dramatics, You understand what I'm saying? You might be pursuing some kind of project or something that's really close to your heart. Sculpting, or joining a sculpting class or something along those lines, or doing some kind of educational, creative endeavour. This is the energy where there could be some offer on the table. That is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly. And like I said, the Two of Swords can just be, when in doubt, this is about thinking less, feeling more with that Two of Swords energy. When you might find yourself a little bit stuck in situations, and it's not just heart areas, the Two of Swords can sometimes be where we're trying to logically reason things when we need to embrace other energies, our intuition, our heart energy, to guide us in the right direction. So this can be that kind of energy here. And temperance is such a spiritual energy. It's absolutely beautiful energy. And it's your card. So this is the energy here for Sagittarius of, it really does symbolize you come back to you. You find your way to how to bring balance to your life. This is a great balancing month this month with November. It's a great opportunity for you to lighten the load and get balance back into your life, however that manifests. So that is the energy that I'm getting. It's getting balance and finding your flow. So that's what I get for you in November. So in December, we've kind of spoken about the love romance element of this, or family, it's the relationship side. So I'm not going to dwell on this too much here, Sagittarius. So I want to talk about the King of Pentacles here. I will also say, Sagittarius, like I said, the reason why I'm talking about November and December together as well, because Temperance can also be a moderate energy, so it can be quite a patient energy where things might overlap here, because this can represent a level of patience being needed, especially right underneath the Hanged Man. Like I said, these things could just be themes and threads that are playing out in the next 3 months. So the King of Pentacles is very good in terms of money. So this could be you. This can be your energy, feeling financially stable and secure. Because the King of Pentacles, we can all manifest as different elements. We can naturally be our own sign, but with the Court cards, we can manifest in different elements. So this is, and also different elements in different areas of our lives. So the King of Pentacles, this is somebody who feels stability and security and groundedness and rootedness. So whether it's relationships, this can be about getting stability and security back and foundation. It can also be in terms of money, career, finances. So the King of Pentacles, like I said, this could be your energy where you're feeling affluent, where you're feeling successful, where you feel you're achieving in money, career, finances. Now, you might be connecting to a King of Pentacles in December. King of Pentacles can be somebody who holds an opportunity, very good in terms of business and career and money areas in particular. So this would be somebody who is practical, who is grounded. They have no airs or graces. You might be connecting to that kind of person, male or female. They know the details. So if you are connecting to them and you need to impress them in some way, you need to make an impression with them, this is be prepared, because this person knows the figures, they know the detail, and they're very, very quick. So this is the energy here of be prepared if you're meeting with this kind of person. And even if it's a bank manager, even if it's a financial advisor, this is somebody who knows their stuff. So that is the energy here. You might be getting some advice from a King of Pentacles. It can also be an investor. Now, that could be a bank loan, a mortgage. Very good in terms of angels and investors, business angels, business investors, getting a business partnership on board, somebody who might be influential in bringing you some kind of partnership opportunity. So the King of Pentacles, like I said, is very good in terms of money areas. And this might well be, like I said, you know, the Knight of Cups. I mean, we talk about offers with the Knight of Cups, but it can actually be a supportive energy. And I just want to say, if there's patience that's been needed throughout this time while you've been thinking, oh, things aren't moving fast, you could experience delays here, Sagittarius, and you might have to be patient. This can be somebody who might be supporting you. Now, they're supporting you out of love. This can be, what can I do? Might be emotional support that's offered to you, but it can also be somebody from a point of love, might be supporting you financially as well, might be supporting you however that support comes through. So I want to say that with the Knight of Cups, because that's dropping in, the Ten of Wands, it does look here, Sagittarius, that things change here with the Ten of Wands in December, if it's linked to this month. The Ten of Wands is where that load is lifted. And if it's money, career, finances, this is where there's affluence and abundance here. Because for some of you, there is an energy of what you have taken towards, what you have taken steps towards, your ships are coming in. Very good in terms of business, career, finances, the Three of Wands. It's an enterprise card. It's somebody who is really pursuing and broadening their horizons in some way. And they're waiting to see if those ships are going to come back to them. They've sent signals out. They've put out feelers. They've taken action to see what's out there, and they're waiting for that feedback to come back. So this is the energy here with the Three of Wands of those ships are coming in. You're beginning to see signs of success, and it is a very good energy here with this solid concrete energy with the King of Pentacles. It feels like things firm up for you in December. Could well be, like I said, in terms of offers, opportunities, or things looking very optimistic for you and your business, things looking very optimistic in terms of, you know, loans and mortgages, financial advice, managing finances, and so on. The Three of Wands is a great card of optimism and seeing the first signs of success, feeling pretty positive about how things are moving. With this concrete energy, it does look very good together. So the Page of Cups can be a message of support. Again, this can be somebody who might just have been by your side through this while you get balance back in some way. Could be a message of encouragement. Now, the other message with the Page of Cups, it can be a loving message. It can be a heartfelt message. It might well be to get stability back, like I said, in terms of relationships. The other thing, this can be quite uplifting in terms of children. So if there's children involved in the situation here, it might well be if you have been through challenges with a child. This is where things start looking up, things start looking positive, things like fall back into being stable and secure for you in the month of December. So this is a lovely energy on that front. The other thing with the Page of Cups, it can be, for me as a reader, something coming in that just lifts your spirits. So this can be a really positive message, and it really can be in any area. It could be linked to the situation that I've described. So the Page of Cups for me as a reader can be something that might come in, and it can be a little bit unexpected, but it's like a happy surprise. It's actually quite uplifting, and it links with the beginnings of something new, the beginnings of change. So for some of you, there could well be an unexpected but quite a happy surprise coming your way that just lifts your spirits. That is the energy with the Page of Cups. So that's what I have, Sagittarius, for the next 3 months. I mean, it looks really, there will be some periods where there's moderate energy happening. However, it might well be that that's what the situation requires here. Certainly if it's for you to come to your own conclusions on what best is for you. However, this is the energy also in other areas of your lives where you get to the end result, you get to lighten the load, you get to realize that if you've been putting time and energy towards something, it's all been worth it because you reach the end destination and things start feeling optimistic and very stable and secure in December. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I'm going to pull a final message. We have protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the next 3 months. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months. If you enjoyed this, please do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time.